What's up, guys? Blake the Believer. Just want to talk about, just waking up. The bigger the dream, the bigger the fail. Like, I've learned through life, and maybe you as well, that failure is needed. It is a requirement to go from point A to point B, and there's no shortcuts between it. Even if someone gives you the upper hand, you must fail, and failure comes with practice, and practice is work. So playing is when you are actually doing what you need to do. And let me say that back one more time because you may not understand what I'm saying. So when you put it in practice, continuously putting that practice in, with each failed attempt, you're becoming better. And when you actually go to commit to do the job that needs to be done, that is considered a plan, because now you have failed enough to be able to win big. Hope that makes sense to you. But yeah, in my life, man, I failed every grade. I failed third grade. I got held back in third grade. I failed fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, summer school, every time. Seventh grade, eighth grade, ninth grade, eighth grade. Failed every single grade. And it got into seventh grade. They start taking tests and stuff. I forgot what grade it was. No, third grade. Start taking tests. Yeah, I had to go to summer school each time. I had to retake those tests like 2 or 3 times. And the biggest one, man, is that got into high school, man. I almost failed. I almost failed that test, to graduate. I think they give you like 3 attempts to pass it. I failed it 3 times, and I think they gave us one more attempt before the school year ended. And man, everybody got called into the principal's office just to be told if they had failed or if they had actually passed that test. And I was fortunate enough to pass that test, dude. I don't even know what I made on. I probably only passed with just, if it was a 74 requirement, I probably only got a 75. I just barely did it. But it doesn't matter as long as you make it. And so again, the bigger the dream, the harder to fail. Like, I don't know how big your dream is right now, but if it's a life-changing dream, like such as the one that I'm making at this point in my life, like if it's a dream that's gonna change your life for the rest of your life, like you gotta be patient. And I think to myself, like, man, what am I doing with these videos? Like, what am I selling? I'm not selling anything. I'm selling patience, and I'm selling failure. That's it. Patience and failure, because that's what it takes. That's what it takes to get to that next level. Failure and patience. You gotta grind. You gotta grind. Know that you may not have all the money in the world right now, but you do have time. And as long as you keep continuing doing what you're doing, time will soon give in. Time will soon give in to you. If this is gonna be for the rest of your life, and you complaining about not getting any exposure 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 10 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. But we're talking about, man, you got the rest of your life, 50, 60, 80 more years, even more. Like, come on. If this is going to be for the rest of your life, you got to be willing to fail for half your life, You got to be willing to fail. Like, I have this I can share it with you. I have this formula. I call it 1 million no's. 1 million no's. So every time I tell myself no, that's a no. Every time I make phone calls to prospects in real estate and they tell me no, that's a no. And each no is worth $25. So by the time I get to that million no, you do the math. So the bigger the dream, the harder to fail. Don't forget that. Like, you just gotta stay persistent. Like, posting videos, man, it's just like, man, so what am I doing? You know what? I'm doing what I feel like is right, and nobody's gonna stop me but me. And the same thing for you. Nobody's gonna stop you but you. You know, you worry about other people's opinions, and their dream is nowhere close to what your dream is, and they're not even there. How about you listen to people that are already at the caliber that you want to be, and you take their opinion, you know? And you know what? You don't have to take theirs. You just know that they have a better judgment on it. Anyways, it's Blake the Believer, and I'm clocking out. Peace out.